So if you're a beginner at investing and you're scared of losing money, then this video is for you. So today I'm going to be telling you about 5 stocks that people buy and then literally forget they exist, and only to be shocked later, a few years down the line, at how much these shares are worth. These shares are called blue chip stocks, and they are where scared but smart beginners always begin their investment journey. Please note, these shares are for long-term hold. They are not for swing trade, they are not for day trade. I am talking about shares you hold for the long term, shares you use to plan your retirement, shares you plan to enjoy when you're finally resting. They're not for you to make quick profit on. These are shares that you should at least give one game. Of course, these shares might end up surprising you with quick profit if there's any new innovation, any expansion going on in these companies. But please be aware and going with the mindset that you're keeping them for the long term, not for the short term. So, what are blue chip stocks? Simple, blue chip stocks are stocks from companies that are very big, very strong, and very, very, very hard to kill, even with all the government policies, the expenses, taxes, inflation. They are very, very, very hard to kill. And there are companies that if they ever close down or shut down today in Nigeria, then believe me, you, me, everyone else will feel the pain. That is to show you how valuable these companies are to the everyday existence of common Nigerians like you and like me. When you buy them, you don't need to watch, you don't need to check, you don't need to worry, you don't need to like follow every day signal, analyze charts and all that stuff. All you just need to do is to buy them, acquire them, then sleep peacefully and let them do their work. You don't need to stress yourself. And of course, if you notice there's ever a dip in any of them, you can rush in, acquire more of them, and then move on with your life while they continue doing their work and rising for you to acquire or enjoy the profit later. And on number one, we have drum roll, MTN Nigeria. I have one question for you. Can you do without data? I can't. The money I spend on data every month is crazy. Just imagine me uploading on YouTube. Just imagine me chatting on TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. All this is data. All this costs money. I cannot imagine my life without data right now. I learn with my data. I interact with my data. I hang out with my data. Basically, everything I do is with internet, and internet needs data. So you can see where this is going. Or more, if MTN disappears today, the kind of panic I will panic. It means I only have which other one left? Airtel. I like Airtel, but you need two options. You have to buy this one because one can fail you. So if MTN disappear today, I do not know what I will do with myself. So this ought to show you how important MTN is to the everyday Nigerian. MTN makes money from data services. MTN makes money from internet banking. MTN makes money from the internet. MTN makes money from banking service. MTN makes a lot of money. You're sleeping, MTN is making money. Because as you're sleeping, someone is buying data in the night to chat on TikTok. Someone is buying data in the night to chat with Boo. Someone is buying data to go and chat with that online friend that they have different time zones. Someone is as you're sleeping, MTN is making money. You're awake, MTN is making money. And it's every single minute of every day, MTN is making money. Airtime, data, internet banking. These companies generate money like cash cow. You might not be aware of it, so be aware of it now. That was one of the reasons I rushed to get MTN shares. I told myself, how can I be buying data like a crazy person and not benefit from this? Omo, I will buy data, I will buy MTN shares. As I'm buying my data, I'm telling myself, "Hmm, I am contributing to my portfolio, adding to the growth of my portfolio." That is the only way I enjoy it. I'll just think, okay, fine. I'm contributing to their profits, my portfolio is growing, everybody's happy. And one thing you should also know is that MTN pays dividend. MTN paid me dividend last year, and they are definitely going to pay me dividend this year. And I think they paid me last year at 5 naira per share. So this year, hopefully, fingers crossed, we are going to get another high dividend. But honestly, don't miss out. MTN pays dividend, MTN keeps growing, and MTN makes money every single minute, every single hour. MTN is making money. So this is one of the stock you can actually buy and sleep peacefully, knowing your money is secure, it is rising, and you're still going to get dividend on your share at the end of the year. Next, drum roll, we have Dangote Cement. I think most people would expect that by now. I mean, it's Dangote Cement. I think Dangote Cement has been existing before I was born. Say one thing you like about Nigerians: we love real estate, we love building, we love infrastructure. And Nigeria is a third world country that is still growing today. I mean, just come out of my area, look down the road, and the number of uncompleted buildings, infrastructures that are going on will blow your mind. And Dangote Cement, the godfather, the senior brother of them all, is in the thick of this infrastructural development, is in the middle of it. Where can you go to the sea building that you will not hear of Dangote Cement? This ought to tell you the kind of reach Dangote Cement has. Millions of Nigerians you dream of building their own homes, businesses, buildings, malls, plaza. Just imagine that, and Dangote Cement being in the middle of it all in this growing and developing economy. Take a few minutes to think about it. And that ought to tell you how important Dangote Cement is to Nigeria and how much potential that company has for growth. As long as Nigerians keep dreaming, Dangote Cement will keep growing. Don't forget that. I forgot to put on my mic, so I had to go put it on. So if there's a difference in audio, endure with me. And next, for the third company, we are talking about Airtel Nigeria. So this question is like Airtel and MTN has always been these conjoined twins that compete and goes hand in hand. I don't know. I call companies like this senior brother and second brother. Airtel and MTN have always gone toe to toe on who is the best, who can provide better services and all that stuff. So if MTN goes down today, what is the next option for us Nigerian youths? Airtel. If Airtel goes down, the next option, MTN. So you can see how valuable these network communication companies are to Nigerians. If MTN goes down, Airtel is the next option we always run to. So don't get it twisted. Airtel is the same as MTN. Airtel makes money while you sleep. Airtel is going bumper to bumper with MTN when it comes to data, airtime, and internet services. They're always going bumper to bumper. And one of the good things you should note about Airtel is MTN Nigeria. If you're buying the shares for MTN Nigeria, is the profit is one gotten within Nigeria. Despite there being MTN in other countries, this is for MTN Nigeria. But when it comes to Airtel, it's for Airtel Africa. It means when you buy Airtel shares, you're buying a share that will get you a profit from the whole of Africa, not just Nigeria. Airtel has one of the most expensive shares on the NGX. I think the last time I checked Airtel shares, it was at 5,000 per share, right? Very expensive. And that is because Airtel is a combination of many different companies that merged together and finally got to Airtel. I remember very well, Airtel has always had different names, and then Econet, Zane, some other names that actually I honestly forgot. It has combined so many different companies together, which makes the shares one of the most expensive shares out there, but it is absolutely worth the price. So yes, when MTN is not available, Airtel is the next best option that we always go for. Yes, we've come to the number 4, which is Boa Cement. Boa Cement. Boa Cement. So if I call Dangote the senior brother or the godfather, I call Boasment the second brother. Boasment is this aggressive second brother that is competing with his big brother that is a little bit in front of him. Boasment as a second brother has a lot to prove that he's just as good as his second brother. He will not lose out to his senior brother when it comes to quality. So Boasment is dragging for space from his senior brother for growth. Because of that, what do we investors get? We get two companies in the same industry who are competing, and because they are competing, they are coming up with more innovations, more expansions, more creative ways to make money, and this means more profit for investors. So competition is not always bad. Competition just means it gives you more will to fight for more, for better, for growth, and this growth means more profit for your investors. So to the two cement brothers on the NGS floor, may your competition bring more growth, more interest, and more profit to your investors. And God bless you. So moving on, we've come to number 5. For the last but definitely not the least of these blue chip stocks, we have Boa Foods. I feel like I've been mentioning Boa. Boa, this second brother, you're kind of good. I mean, chops to you, respect. I mean, you came after your senior brother, but you're really fighting hard and you're very, very good. So more chops to you. So as I was saying, Boa Food, one thing you must always know is food never goes out of trend. Never ever in this lifetime, food will always be top. Boa Food sells things Nigerians cannot do without: Food, no matter how hard times are, no matter how sick someone is, no matter how much in sorrow someone is, you must always eat to sustain yourself.